Hi, my name is Darren Joseph from Tax, and here's a clip from a live Q&A session we did on tax and investment for U.S. exposed persons at the American Chamber of Commerce. This was on September 4th, 2023, and we did this together with John Shoemaker. He's a partner at a U.S. tax law firm called Butler Snow in Singapore, and with Paul DeVierno, the strategist and fund manager at UOB Kay Hian. Enjoy.
An American expat contributed to a Roth IRA for 10 years and had no income beyond the foreign earned income exclusion. Their tax preparer did not say anything about this until the expat stumbled upon an article and began to ask questions. Given that they do not have any earned income above the foreign earned income exclusion, it appears that they were not allowed to contribute to the IRAs. What process should this person use to fix this? How can you fix this?
No one can tell you that that's okay. No one can tell you that. Don't listen to anybody who tells you, oh, that's fine, it's okay. They can't tell you that. What I would say is that the way to fix something like that is you need to look at how much income tax exposure might have been omitted or will be omitted in the future, because it's a complicated analysis of statute of limitations and how much time the IRS had to challenge. But then again, they didn't need to challenge something that was retroactive because it's a future tax exposure that you're going to take from it. So, I think that no one can tell you that that's perfectly fine. I think the best thing to do is look to see if you inadvertently failed to include taxable income that you should have included on your returns. I don't think that's likely in those instances. You more likely didn't take exclusions or credits that you were due. But then in the future, you got to take a decision about, all right, then I'm just going to treat these going forward as taxable accounts and pay the income tax on it. You may find that the income tax exposure from withdrawals in the future is far less than the lack of peace of mind that you'll have if you continue to treat it the way you now have been instructed, wasn't correct. And so it's like penny wise and pound foolish. Do I really want to take an aggressive position to save $1,200 or $1,800 or $2,500 a year in tax?
Yeah, I mean, on the subject of articles, when you're kind of doing this retirement planning, there's been a bunch of articles written about people who fear for Social Security. So therefore, like the traditional advice, which I support, is if you have the IRA, you retire, and let's assume you're not super rich or something, you draw down your IRA after you retire and you defer your Social Security benefits to the maximum age until you turn 70, because those benefits go up so much every year. It definitely pays you to do it. But what I was just saying is that you're getting people, there's been multiple articles where people have said, no, I want to start getting my Social Security as soon as possible because I don't believe it'll be there 10 years from now or whatever. So that becomes sort of your own personal decision, but just when you're in those issues, that's kind of the way to think about it. You'll have plenty, most retirees will have plenty of times or can manufacture times where they're going to have no income. So that's the time to withdraw from things where you're going to pay tax on.
But what about the culpability of the tax professional who enabled this misunderstanding? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, so at the end of the day, you're on your own. The ability to blame a tax professional might mitigate penalties and interest. It definitely can mitigate criminal exposure. So it's evidence of non-willful behavior. But as far as tax liability goes, it's nothing. I mean, it's your tax liability. So you're not going to get out of a tax liability. The IRS isn't going to say, okay, yes, that guy did tell you that. So, okay, you get to keep your Roth IRA. It's never going to happen. So the professional's not going to be able to bind the IRS to some ultimate decision that's the opposite of their interpretation.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.